Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. Day two. I want to continue to express my sincere sympathy and condolences to those that have unfortunately lost loved ones, to those that continue to struggle with not having a home. Certainly, our hearts are with you. Our community has been deeply impacted by this Hurricane Helene, and I want to assure that we're doing everything possible to restore our city back to the way it was. As I mentioned yesterday, Georgia Power has deployed more than 1,000 linemen to Richmond County. They arrived early this morning and are working diligently to restore power. There are also 175 National Guard troops working to clear our streets from debris. I have joined President Biden and Governor Kemp in issuing a state of emergency declaration for Augusta, Richmond County. We're also putting a standing alert to also encourage residents who do not have to be on our roads to stay home. It's important. Right now, there are very limited resources in this community. If you don't have gasoline, there's not a lot out there. So I would highly encourage you not to ride around looking for gas. We're asking all non-essential personnel to shelter in place, and the curfew is in place, as you know, for not only Augusta, Richmond, but for Columbia and Aiken counties. In Augusta, it's from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., you should not have any reason for being out in our streets. I want to address the rumors that Augusta Utilities Department is shutting down our water. That is completely false. Again, let me repeat, that is completely false. Augusta Utilities will only be isolating water mains as needed to repair some of our main lines, to stop leaks until roads can be cleared and roads can be cleared to repair broken water mains. They're currently low pressure citywide. Augusta Utilities is working to provide as much water as possible, and I want to reiterate that. Realizing that, as I mentioned, throughout the city, there are water mains broken as a result of the uprooted trees. We're having trouble accessing some of those areas. So I highly encourage you just to be patient. Do not use any water that you don't need. We're asking our residents to conserve as much water as possible, and that'll help us to get through this. Augusta Fire and EMA in the City of Augusta is collecting bottled water to support the Augusta Richmond County residents. Businesses interested in donating, not only businesses, but churches, any civic organizations interested in donating, please message the Augusta Fire and EMA Facebook page, and a team member will contact you to facilitate the process. The Ironman Augusta event scheduled for Sunday has been canceled. I repeat, that event has been canceled, and the Ironman organization has donated all beverages to the residents of Augusta, Richmond County. Fire Station number 2, located at 928 Telfair Street, and Fire Station 20, located at 2820 Highway 1, will distribute these items to residents beginning this afternoon after 3 p.m. and until 6 p.m., most importantly, while supplies last. The Henry H. Brigham Community Center and the May Park Community Centers are open and serving as shelters for those who need a safe place to go. The Red Cross is currently supporting these locations, and the Marshal's Office is providing security. You can charge your medical devices at these locations and also stop by and charge your phones. We're working with local, regional, and national organizations on additional water and food donations and are establishing distribution spaces. More information will be forthcoming. For the residents interested in volunteering for relief efforts, please contact the United Way at their line at 211. To receive Hurricane Helene alerts, please visit the Augusta, Georgia website at www.augustaga.gov and sign up to receive Hurricane Helene alerts. Again, I highly encourage our residents, if you have no reason for being on the roads, please stay home. Please conserve water. Please conserve all of your energy and your gas. And we are working diligently to get through this. We have a great team on behalf of not only President Biden, but Governor Kemp, the National Guard, the Georgia Emergency Management Association, and we're getting through this. Agency, I'm sorry. So thank you guys. Now I'm going to turn it over to our EMA Director and our Fire Chief, Chief Burton. He's going to provide additional updates. Chief Burton.
All right, good afternoon, Augusta Richmond County residents. Our community has been deeply impacted by Hurricane Helene, and my heart goes out to everyone affected. On behalf of the Augusta Fire Department and EMA, I want to extend my most sincere sympathies to those enduring hardships during this challenging time. We understand the difficulties many of you are facing, and I want to assure you that we are doing everything, and I mean everything, within our power to restore services and to deliver resources and to ensure your safety. Together, we will recover and we will rebuild. Georgia Power has deployed 1,000 linemen to Richmond County, arriving earlier today. They're working tirelessly to restore power to our city. Additionally, 175 National Guard troops are on the ground working to clear streets and debris and mobilizing to ensure the resources are provided to the citizens as they arrive. Their support is critical in helping us to restore services and deliver aid where it's most needed. And I cannot speak enough about the resources and support the City of Augusta is receiving. We understand that access to clean water is critical. Augusta Fire EMA is collecting bottled water donations for our residents. Water will be available for pickup today at the following locations from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Fire Station number 2, 928 Telfair Street. Fire Station number 20, 2820 Old Highway 1. Please come as soon as possible while supplies are limited. The Henry Brigham Community Center at 2463 Golden Camp Road and May Park are open and serving shelters for anyone who needs a safe place to stay. The Red Cross is on site providing support, and the Marshal Office is ensuring security at these locations. Both centers, once again, are offering charging stations for medical devices and personal devices. We recognize the need for meals and other essentials across the community, especially with our students and staff at Payne College. We will begin providing meals to Payne College as soon as resources are received from the state. We're working with local, regional, and national organizations, including Red Cross and the United Way, to secure additional food and water donations. EMA is assisting in providing bulk resources to the city to support our efforts. Distribution centers are being established at the following locations: Diamond Lakes, Augusta Municipal Building, and Southgate Plaza. And we'll provide updates when those sites are up and running. The Red Cross is currently supporting shelter operations at both Henry Brigham and Community Center at May Park. The United Way will be providing blankets to our distribution centers at Diamond Lakes, the Augusta Municipal Building, and Southgate Plaza as soon as access becomes available. And so I'll close with this. I want to express my deepest gratitude for your resilience, your patience, and cooperation during this most difficult time. Please continue to look out for one another, stay informed, and follow official adversaries. Together, we will overcome this and restore our community bigger and better. Thank you.
At this time, we'll have
Thank you. On behalf of Augusta University, we want to extend our heartfelt sympathies, our thoughts and our prayers for all those who have experienced loss of life and property and are going through hardship at this time. I want to also express our thanks and gratitude to the Governor Kemp, EMA, all the state assets, the University System of Georgia and Chancellor Purdue, our sister institutions in the university system who've offered to help with food and security and anything that we've actually needed, but especially I want to reach out and thank our mayor and the entire city of Augusta for continuing to keep us informed and on the same page with the city and our community here. We know that we've got a lot of cleanup to do. We know that our infrastructure has taken a hit. but we're also staying together on it. So for Augusta University, we've announced that our campus will be closed on Monday and Tuesday. We'll continue to provide updates to our community within 24 hours to let them know as we continue to assess and reassess the situation on the ground. Our students, our patients, our faculty, our staff, and our stakeholders are our priorities. So we're going to do everything we can to keep everyone safe and that we do so in a responsible manner. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, at this time, we'll allow a few questions. You guys have any questions?
I do. So, Mayor Johnson, a lot of what you put out on your statement yesterday, we've been reminding people is those intersections, and I think maybe you can address the community a little bit more. Right outside our station, I mean, River Watch and Bella Drive. I mean, those lights are out, and people are hauling through them. They're not stopping. They're not slowing down. So, can you kind of address the community, the rules, and how this works?
Certainly, the rules are pretty simple. If you see power lines and signals that aren't working, Georgia law states that you treat it as a four-way stop. Everyone should be stopping and cautiously proceeding through the intersection. Let me reiterate, if you don't have any reason for being on the roads, please don't travel on our roads. They get more dangerous as it gets dark. Unfortunately, last night we had a tragic fatality as just someone running into a down tree. So I would highly encourage you, if you don't have to be on the roads, don't be on the roads, but just keep in mind if there's no signal, it operates as a four-way stop.
I know, this area hasn't really been through something like this, and maybe the last time was 10 years ago during the ice storm. So what do you have to say to people that literally are just clueless about what to do, how to help their families, and how to reach out?
Yeah, 10 years ago, this is totally different in that this is probably at least 10 times worse than 10 years ago, in that the amount of damage that not only affects a certain part of our city, it's throughout our entire region, and it affects the entire state of Georgia, to where right now we're challenged for resources for other communities from Valdosta all the way to north of Georgia. So as you know, we call for help. We're excited that not only the governor's office but GEMA is offering that help, but we're just asking our residents just to be patient as we have an opportunity to put these assets in place and get these people in our city. Keep in mind, once we have them here, we have to have some sort of infrastructure to house and to sleep them and to feed them. So there's so many other things that come along with having help come to our city. So we're fortunate to be able to do that, but it's taken a little longer than we anticipated. But just know that today is better than yesterday. Tomorrow will be better than today. And I want to give applause to the team at the City of Augusta and our partners at Augusta University who's helping out our regional partners over in Aiken County and in Columbia County. We have this regional effort where we're working and we're sharing ideas and resources. So this is a very challenging time, not only for our city, but for our region and the state. Thank you.
Why do you feel that it's so important to be safe and to be in the house, especially at night, specifically with so many private businesses that don't have any power and residents trying to find resources for those businesses?
Yeah, that's easy. It's that our city is really dark with no lights. Keep in mind that there's no street lights to help us traverse our roadways. There are a lot of down trees, a lot of down power lines, no traffic signals. So as it gets darker, it gets more difficult to traverse the city. So that's why we put a curfew in place from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Right now, we're calling for a shelter-in-place order, in that if you don't have any reason for being out, stay home. We're highly encouraging you to, if you have food in your freezers, to cook it. If you have a propane grill or a charcoal grill, please share it with your neighbors, because I can't assure you that we're going to have power within the next 1, 2, or 3 days. Some of us may get lucky, but others may not. So I wouldn't let food spoil by thinking that you're going to have power, within the next 24 to 36 hours.
I have another question for President Key. As far as the students at Augusta University and the ones who are not from this area, what supports are in place for them to be able to get in contact with their families in other areas?
Sure. We have about 232 students on campus right now. When we closed campus and announced that, many of them actually went home. But we do have facilities on our campus that have power for the library and things of that nature. So we've opened those facilities up for our students. get air conditioning and to charge up their electronic devices. We're also offering food service. Sodexo has been a phenomenal partner, and they're continuing working on a skeletal crew, very long hours serving our students. And our students are, they're uncomfortable, but their spirits are high, so we're grateful for that.
No further questions. Thank you, guys.